The first weekend after Eid al-Fitr, that will be 8th of June. Eid al-Fitr will most likely be, inshallah, 5th of June. That's on a Wednesday. So the following Saturday, we play the competition.
We've seen 1, 2, 3 other communities that are yet to come. What are you doing?
It's been a challenge. We get calls from Kumasi. Kumasi alone, there are more than 6 Zongo communities there. Sunyani, even the northern parts of Ghana, we get calls from there. In Accra alone, there are several Zongos in Accra that are not part of the competition. Akweteman, you have Adabraka, you have Kaolin, the birthplace of the National Chief Imam, and a lot of communities. Abeka has a very big Zongo community. Fadama is separate from Abeka. They have their own Zongo communities, and they've been calling us. We are inundated with calls for them to be part of it. But it's a one-day gala, and now it's 16. We can't go beyond 16 communities. It's very difficult for us. Even with the 16 communities, we start very early in the morning, around 8 a.m., and we end around 7 p.m. So if we add more teams, it means we have to extend it to 2 days, which means more resources and all that. It's been very, very difficult for us. But we started on a modest note from 8 communities. We got more calls for people to participate or communities to participate. We increased it to 12, and then still we had more calls and we increased it to 16. We've been playing 16 for the past 3 years. Really, we wanted to expand it, and we were looking at playing a 24 or 32 league so that we play 2 days, or even an expanded days version like 1 week or so. But it's quite difficult. After Ramadan, everyone is tired, exhausted. So we just, for now, this is how we want to go about it. But there is a new entrant. That's Tunga Kada. It's a Zogo in Dansuman. And there is another Zongo called Tunga Malam, which is another Zongo community in Bawe. So if we are to restrict it to only Greater Accra, there are more than 30 Zongo communities in Greater Accra alone. But for now, we're doing 3 regions. Greater Accra, Central, Kaswa is coming, representing Central region. In Sawam and Koforidua used to represent Eastern region, but this time Koforidua is not taking part, and Sawam is taking part, and Koforidua has been represented by Tunga Kada. That's the Zongo in Dansuma. They've requested to participate for the past 4 years, and this time the guys were virtually pleading with us that they want to be part of it. So we had to.
So with what you've seen so far, what sort of competition are we to expect? More tighter ones?
Yeah, it's as you are a regular observer of the competition since we started. It's been very, very, very competitive, very competitive. You know, when you talk about football is Zongo communities. That's the home of football, and there are a lot of talents there. Talents really abound in the Zongo communities, and you can see the excitement and the competitiveness of the competition. So every year it goes up. First edition, Ashaiman won. They defended their crown, and since then they've not been able to progress from the group stage or the preliminary stage. So it's been very, very tight. Medina won the 3rd edition, and Mamobi won. And as you could hear from the representatives of the communities, they are all eager to win. They want to be part of it, and it's exciting for those who win. You get to meet the National Chief Imam, interact with him and all that. So they want to win to have that honor. Mamobi last year when they won, they visited the Chief Imam, he interacted with the players, he prayed for them. Of course, he prays for all the participating team, but it's a special session. When you win, you go there and all that. So we are expecting more competition. But the essence of the competition is not really who wins. We feel that everybody is a winner. At the end of the day, we want to come together to mark the successful end of Ramadan and also use the competition to honor our father. That's why the competition is named after him. It is to honor him. And when we use it to honor him, it reminds us of what he represents. He is a great person who embodies discipline, unity, togetherness, peaceful coexistence. And if you go to the Zongo communities, like I said earlier, The Zongo communities do not only have Muslims there. There are Christians and people of other who believe in other faith, Muslims and all other faith. They come together. So this competition is not just about Muslims. It's for everybody. Christians play. That's why our last two most valuable players of the tournament were not Muslims. A Christian was chosen as the overall best player. There is no bias. We live together. We are together in the Zongo communities. And Sheikh Usman inspires us. So his name on the competition inspires all of us. And it reminds us of the good values that he represents.
Thank you very much.
So,